guys, Scott with BWSR Bushcraft here. Welcome to part 2 of our Cottonwood Bow Drill Set. Last time on the Scoutabout we were looking for some dead and down. Along the way we found material to make a spindle out of, and then we found some material to make the hearth. So what we're going to do today in this video is we're going to just fashion out the hearth and another spindle from this piece. So hang tight, I'll be right back and we'll get started. Okay, what I like to do first and foremost is find a piece of wood for the baton that has a bit of a curve to it. It just acts as a almost kind of a natural hammer. So I don't know if you guys can see the curve to this, and then generally, got the handle here, it just curves down, just makes it a little more convenient. So let's see how this thing will split up. Came apart pretty good. So if you need to split a little piece off like that, you can just take and put your knife blade in, baton it down, and split it. So let's see about making a spindle out of that, and then we'll see about making the hearth out of this piece here. Smoothed it out pretty good. Like I say, it's got this little bit of a curve to it, but what I plan on doing is I'll put my foot here, put the spindle here, and I think it'll be fine. Again, what I'm attempting to do is get this bowed stick, based on the premise it's the only material that I have, straighten out a little bit. So the technique that you can use again is get your knife, put it at the point, get a line, and just tap it a little bit straight. Just keep straightening it out. Okay, I've carved this down quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and just find the straightest part. Now this Baco Laplander, from here, from point to point on the handle is 9 inches. And for me, that's about the spindle length I like. So I'm going to take a look, and the straightest part is right in here. So I'm going to run into the handle. Now I've got a somewhat straight blank to work with here. If you have a log or an anvil that's got a split in it, you can use it as a stop, which will give you more control over your knife and the carving process. One of the things you can do is, if you have a piece of wood with a curve in it, again, based on the premise that your only resource is, once you get it, I like it again about a 9-inch spindle. Once you cut it off and get it straightened out, what you want to do is start squaring it up, because what that'll do is it'll start building a little bit of symmetry to it, and then you'll be able to round it out into a spindle. So just kind of a little tip and trick, just square it up, work on that, and then what we'll do next is work on just getting it rounded out. Once again, use the resources that you have available at your disposal. If I can find a rock, I'll use it to basically sand the spindle points down, rather than sit there with my knife and just keep carving and carving and carving. Just really speeds up the process and makes a real super smooth area, especially on the tip and then into the butt. Well, guys, I think we've got a very nice, as straight as possible spindle here, starting out the way we did. So now we'll see about getting it mated up with the hearth. I don't have bow or cordage yet, so I'm just going to get the burn in or the mate up between the spindle and the hearth. Just do it by hand. What can help get the burn in, if you're doing it by hand, is put a little bit of sand in there and just act like some grit, and just kind of spin it around, get it started. And it'll really help help things along. It'll help mate up the spindle and then the board.